Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Um, hopefully, you can hear me because I'm outside and it's kind of noisy out here. But I had a quick message that I wanted to share a quick download. And the download I got is I actually did a reading on this. Yes, I think it was yesterday. This similar message, but the message is to be mindful of your emotional reactions right now, right? And that's when it comes to anything. It's not just people. We're on social media, so um, we come across videos on our timeline every day, right? And sometimes we see these videos. Some videos are funny. That's cool, right? But then you have other videos that can be violent. You got other videos that could be sad, right? And then the crazy part is some of these videos, right? Because sometimes I'll watch it and I had to learn this too, right? Because I watch a video, I'm like, oh man, that's sad. Then, I'll look through the comments and then people would be like, oh, this video is not real. They did this in another video or whatever. And these people that's doing this, they don't realize they're being used, right? The whole purpose of these videos, people put these different videos and stuff like that, they don't realize they're being used by the devil, especially those who are trying to deceive with videos, is to get your energy, right? The easiest way to get someone's energy is through their emotional reactions. So that's why people, um, it's like intuitively they know, right? And it's because they're being used by the devil. They know how to trigger you, right? Or at least they try to trigger you. And if you just naturally react, it's like you're just handing your energy over to them. It's like you don't really think about it, you just react, right? And that's why the message is to think before you respond. And when it comes to a trigger, that's why it's called a trigger, because you don't think before you respond. You just, a lot of times we naturally react or we naturally fly off the handle, right? Because it's a subconscious response, right? But it's we still have some type of control. We still have free will, right? So if there's a certain area that you get triggered more easily in that particular area, it's like you're being called to look into that. Like, why are you so triggered, right? Somebody doesn't want me to get this message out because I was talking fine before I started recording. And some of y'all be mindful too, because there's spell work being done right now, heavy spell work. Okay, we are also in Mercury retrograde, so the past is going to come up again. You're going to be tested. Confirmation. This thing cut off when I just said that. So some of y'all, I think the emotional reaction thing has to do maybe with your past. So some of y'all, you could have people that's like playing on your emotions. Maybe people that's trying to make you feel bad and trying to, if it's people that you walked away from or disconnected from, trying to force their way back into your life. Some of them are literally manipulating energy to try to force their way back in, right? Some of them, they're trying to play on your emotions, and some of them, they realize that for some of y'all, you're not coming back. They know this, right? So now they're like, okay, since the collective's not coming back, I still got to have a way to extract their energy. So I'm going to go out of my way to trigger them, right? To get reactions out of them. And this is why you want to master yourself. Once you master yourself and master your emotions, people can't steal your energy from you. You determine where that energy goes, right? You determine whether you're going to give somebody a reaction or not. And it will take some practice, right? I mean, I used to be like that. I used to have a temper for real, for real. And it's like, it's just through the going through different things, and different tests, right? Where it's like I was able to kind of pinpoint it more or whatever, and I was able to start finding solutions, right? Instead of just reacting. Because sometimes people would trigger you. Um, that was confirmation. My bad, y'all. My phone was ringing. Sometimes people will trigger you to, like I said, to get a reaction out of you, right? To take your energy. But um, they also try to trigger you so that you can take action and possibly do things that will get you, that will put you in a bad situation, right? So if someone tries to trigger you and make you mad, you go flying off the handle and go attack them. Well, guess who's going to get in trouble? You are. Even if they provoked you, if you go put your hands on them, and sometimes y'all, you could be minding your own business and not even trying to have conflict with people, and they still want to start with you, even when you're trying to ignore them. And sometimes you ain't got no choice but to fight, because you ain't going to let nobody bully you, right? That's just not going to go down. So, you know, in those cases, you got to do what you got to do, right? But other than that, it's like you're being called to pull your energy back from people at this time. When you see that somebody's trying to get under your skin, you see they're trying to provoke you, do not give in. And I know it can be hard, okay? It's not easy, but for your protection, make sure you do that. Like, just, you're gonna have to find like an outlet. Yeah, find, like, if you work out or something. To me, I feel like that's one of the quickest ways, but I guess it just depends on the person. For me, that's one of the quickest ways for me to release energy, is just for me to do a quick workout. So that's how I transmute energy. I got people sending me negative energy and they think they're doing something, and the whole time I'm just like, appreciate that. I was actually feeling a little tired today, and you sent me this negative energy, so I'm going to alchemize it, because I'm the alchemist, if you ain't know, right? I'm going to alchemize that energy, and I'm going to use it for my workout, right? And that's how I'm going to release that energy. I'm not going to go off and react and do what y'all want me to do, right? It's not going to go down. So do what you have to protect your energy, and also find positive ways to release energy, right? There's so many people, y'all, that's so crazy. They do not want me to talk about this. There's so many people, y'all, you can see the world. You can see the world. People are willing to fight over a bag of chips, over a place in line, over little stuff. That's not the real reason they want to fight. It's because they have a lot of built up anger, resentment, and all these negative emotions within them, right? And it's like the devil is triggering them. And so they come along your path and they try to trigger you, because they have this energy inside of them that's boiling, and they need to release it. They need to transfer it to someone. They need to exchange energy with someone who has a more peaceful energy, right? They're like, I don't want this. I have all this bad energy, this angry energy, this boiling energy on me. I need to release this. I need to find somebody to release this energy on, right? And within that interaction, I'm going to take on some of their energy, so I can feel a little bit calmer. I can feel a little bit better, right? No, we're not doing that. We are not giving our energy away, okay? No, when we give energy away when we choose to give our energy away to, right? It's by choice. Nobody is going to force energy up out of us, right? That's why you got to master yourself. Master yourself, your emotions. Look into yourself, investigate. See what makes you feel some type of way. And sometimes you honestly, you won't know until you're in the moment. Sometimes you can't sit there and think like, what triggers me, or what doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you want to have the awareness, like, okay, there's a possibility I could be triggered, right? And when it happens, in that moment, that's when you handle it, right? That's how we make changes. We make changes, yeah, by planning ahead of time, right? Maybe kind of speculating how things can go, but it's in that moment, in that raw moment, that's where you make the actual change, because that's when you choose to make a different decision in that moment. And it's like, the more you do that, the more you rewire your subconscious minds. And so it's like, you're going to get to a point where you naturally don't easily react to people, even if that's your nature, right? And it's because you have trained your mind, you trained your brain to do that. So anyways, y'all, this was just a quick message. I hope this helped in some type of way. Y'all stay blessed up, stay prayed up. Don't let nobody get you up out your body. Okay? Oh, wait, did that rhyme? Don't let nobody get you up out your body, okay? We not stay in your body, because guess what? When you leave your body, consciously, unconsciously, whatever. When you leave your body, it's you leave it open to be inhabited by another spirit or entity or something, and we're not doing that, right? That goes back to the reactions. Okay, when you see people get so angry like that, a lot of times this is because they have some type of demon attached to them that's making them so angry because they've been out of their body. Stay in your body, y'all. Stay grounded. Stay in your body. Anyways, y'all, catch you another video. Peace, love, and light.